Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're having an awesome day like always because I'm taking you back 30 years to 1989 when Kylie Minogue released her second studio album called Enjoy Yourself. And this is going to be a true first listen video because I have not heard a single track on this record yet. There are 10 tracks and they are all brand new to me, which is a little surprising because usually when I do a first listen, I would have heard at least one or two of the tracks. Nope, not this case. So I'm really excited because I'm going on my Kylie Minogue journey right now. I'm listening to her whole discography for the very first time. So we are at 1989. Enjoy yourself. So let's get into it with track number one, Hand on Your Heart.
Put your hand on your heart and tell me that we're through. There's nothing to fall in love, but enough to make it last. Hand on your heart and tell me it's all over. I won't believe it till you put your hand on your heart. They like to talk about forever, but most people never get that chance. I wanna hear you tell me you don't want my love. Put your hand on your heart and tell me it's all over. I won't believe it till you put your hand on your heart. Put your hand on your heart, hand on your heart. It's all over. I won't believe it till you put your hand on your heart and tell me. Put your hand on your heart and tell me.
Okay, so that was track number one, Hand on Your Heart. Typical 80s bubblegum song, a lot of fun, and you could see for yourself, I was jamming along to it. I really enjoyed it. Can't go wrong with bubblegum songs from the 80s. They're just a lot of fun, and they just put you in a happy mood. Obviously, she's singing about a lover of hers. She's in a relationship of some kind, and she wants to know if this person is still in love with her. She doesn't want to be made into a fool. Put your hand on your heart and tell me the truth. Tell me that you still love me. Tell me if you don't. I need to know. So that's what she's singing about. And though it's a little sad in that regard, the breaking apart of a relationship, she wanting to know if the significant other of hers wants to be in love with her still. It's still a lot of fun to dance to and get down to. And I enjoyed it. So 2 thumbs up for me. So now let's move on to track number two, Wouldn't Change a Thing.
Some people don't understand what I see in you. If only they knew. It's my heart in my mind. Maybe I'm not right every time. Turn it on again. I wouldn't change a single thing. I've had my doubts, my ups and downs on the merry-go-round, and I'm not ashamed for the world to see. Turn it on again. I wouldn't change a single thing. I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change. I wouldn't change. Turn it on again. I wouldn't change a single thing. Questioning in my heart when it comes to our love. I wouldn't change a thing.
Okay, so that was track number two, Wouldn't Change a Thing. And it's another solid pop song, but again, I feel like it's a little repetitive, just like Hand on Your Heart. And that's not a bad thing when it comes to pop music, but it came to the point where it was a little boring, where she was kind of repeating the same verses over and over and over again. And like I said, it's a solid pop track, but I feel like this is just a continuation of her debut record. This is almost like part two of her debut record, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but I just wish she would have changed it up a little bit. If this album does end up sounding like her debut, it's gonna be a little bit of a disappointment because I want to hear something fresh. I want to hear something new. I don't want to hear the same thing over and over and over again from an artist. I want them to change it up. I want them to expand and try new things. Obviously, this is in the early stages of her career. This is only her second album, but I just wish she would have changed it up a little bit. But they're solid pop songs for what they're worth. Anyway, so now let's move on to track number 3, Never Too Late. Okay, and that was track number 3, Never Too Late. And this is probably my favorite track on the record so far. I'm gonna say it's my favorite track. I'm probably gonna have to listen to this record again, but so far, I would say this is number 1 for me so far out of the 3 tracks I've heard so far. And it's again a solid pop track. That's the thing about Kylie Minogue songs that I've listened to so far from her debut and now this record is that they're solid pop tracks, they're solid pop records, but there isn't really anything memorable about them. It's almost like fast food. It's that instant gratification, but there's no nutritional value. And I don't want to say that. I'm so sorry, Kylie, but they're fun to dance to, like to go rollerblading to, and they're just kind of mindless pop songs, but I just want something more substantial. Hopefully, I get that later on in her career, maybe in the 90s sometime. Anyway, now let's move on to track number 4, Nothing to Lose.
Gotta take a chance, gotta make a move. Got everything to gain and nothing to lose. 'Cause tonight as I fell asleep, made up my mind what I would say to you when this time I make you see. I won't share you with any other girl. 'Cause I've got my pride. Gotta take a chance, gotta make a move. Got everything to gain and nothing to lose. Want me now, lose your love. But if that's the price, gotta make a move. Got everything to gain and nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. Everything to gain and nothing to lose. Gotta take a chance, gotta make a move. Got everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Okay, so that was track number 4, Nothing to Lose. Why do these songs have to be so repetitive? I think I checked out halfway through of this song, and again, it's just a mindless pop song. It's fun if you're going. I always use rollerblade as a reference. I don't know if a lot of people rollerbladed in the 80s or maybe 90s. I don't know if I've seen too many movies, but for some reason, every time I hear records like this, I just think of rollerblading. And I didn't care for this song. Again, it's repetitive. It was pretty boring. I feel like it was lazy. I'm also gonna say I'm kind of sick of the theme in her records, in particular her debut record and now this record. The theme of being in a relationship and not sure if he loves you and he breaks your heart and telling him that, oh, you love him so much, but he's decided to move on and you're unsure about yourself. I feel like every single song on this album and her last album is about that theme, and I'm kind of over it. I just wish she would start singing about something else. I'm just over the whole heartbreak theme. Obviously, these are bubblegum pop records, and they're catered more so to teenagers, to teenage girls. And a lot of teenage girls are experiencing a lot of things that she's singing about, but I'm just kind of over the themes of, puppy dog love of not sure if he loves you and he'll break your heart and wanting to get back and all that. So I'm just kind of over that. Telltale signs. What are the odds the song is about an impending breakup? Oh dear God.
Maybe these are the telltale signs of our love slipping away. Never say you love me, never kiss me anymore. Maybe these are the telltale signs of our love slipping away. Slipping away.
Okay, so that was track number 5, Telltale Signs. Let's just move on to track number 6, My Secret Heart.
Look at your picture and stare into space. I think I must know every line on your face. Like the man you're way out of reach. So these are all I have because we're worlds apart. Oh no, with my secret heart, I write you these letters that I'll never send. It's crazy, I know, but still I pretend. And these are all I have because you're far away. Oh no, with my secret heart, I must have held your hand 1,000 times and felt your heart was beating next to mine. There are no tears in my eyes. Your picture could speak to me. What would you say? Baby, you just have to laugh in my face.
I'm sorry, I just had to pause it for a second. There's actually a grammatical error in the lyrics I'm reading. It's supposed to say, if your picture could speak to me, what would it say? But it says, if your picture could spake to me. And I thought it said spank. If your picture could spank to me. Maybe you just have to laugh in my face. That's the next lyric after. I don't know who edits the lyrics to all these songs, but somebody needs to go back and change that right away.
With my secret heart. With my secret heart.
Okay, so that was track number 6, My Secret Heart. If your picture could spank me. Okay. This is probably my least favorite track on the record. It's like a 10-year-old girl wrote it, and I don't want to say that as a diss, but I feel like Kylie is, I don't know how old she is or how old she was when she recorded this album, but I feel like the lyrics are just too simple for a woman her age. I feel like more of, a 50-year-old would be singing these lyrics or releasing these types of songs. Think of a young Hilary Duff. But I didn't like that song. just not feeling this record. I'm kind of disappointed right now. Again, I'm so sorry, Kylie. If you're a Kylie fan watching this, I'm so sorry. I can't be fake. I can't be dishonest. I'm not feeling this record at all. So let's just move on to track number 7. I'm over dreaming over you. Let's get into it.
When you treat me like you do,
Yes.
you're stringing me along, just a hope to carry on. When I'm waiting for you, when you treat me like you do, you can keep me hanging on. Now the magic's gone, I'm over dreaming over you. It's much too late, my love just can't wait. I'm over dreaming over you. Had a heart without a home. Now bring day come through. I'll be no more a fool for you. It's much too late, my love just can't wait. I'm over dreaming over you. You can keep me hanging on. Now the magic's gone. I'm over dreaming over you.
Okay, so let's track number 7. I'm over dreaming over you. And I actually enjoyed this song. Again, it's very repetitive, which is very annoying. But I really enjoyed this track. It's probably one of my favorites on the record. There's nothing remarkable about it by any means, but I had fun listening to it. So, if anything, this would probably be a track I would go back to on Enjoy Yourself if I was to listen to this record again. So yeah, I liked it. So now let's move on to track number 8, Tears on My Pillow.
Don't remember me, but I remember you. 'Twas not so long ago. You broke my heart in two. In my heart, goodbye. If we could start anew, I wouldn't hesitate. Tears on my pillow. In my heart, goodbye.
Okay, and that was track number 8, Tears on My Pillow. And I really like the production on this song. It's very grand, and I really enjoyed it. It's different from the rest of the record. I don't know how well it fits in. It's kind of from left field, I will say. Anyway, now let's move on to track number 9, Heaven and Earth.
I don't really wanna be the one to tell you time is running out because it's obvious. I don't really need to be the one to tell you things are going wrong. You don't have to move heaven and earth. You don't have to change overnight. I don't need to say that we were wrong, but we know we need some new attention. You don't have to move heaven and earth. You don't have to change overnight. Just a step with a good intention is all that it takes. Don't have to move.
Yes, yes, yes! I love it. Okay. Hands down, my favorite track on the record. Track number 9, Heaven and Earth. A very beautiful song. And why wasn't this chosen as a single? It's a very beautiful song, and I really enjoyed it. And this is the album's saving grace, in my opinion. Heaven on Earth, track number 9. Very beautiful. I enjoyed it. I didn't want the song to end. Unlike all the other songs where I kind of checked out halfway through, I wanted the song to keep going. So now let's move on to track number 10, the final track on the record. Enjoy yourself. Okay, and that was the final track on the record. Enjoy yourself. I had a lot of fun. Definitely one of the standouts, one of my favorites on the record. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself. Can't say the same about the rest of the record. I didn't really enjoy myself. I mean, I did. I was having a lot of fun, but not in the right way, if you know what I mean. I wasn't having fun because I was enjoying it. I was having fun because it was a little ridiculous at times. And this obviously isn't a very strong pop record at all. It sounds too similar to her debut record. And I very much did prefer her debut record over this. I feel like this is a step down. It's just very boring, it's uninspired, and I feel like it was rushed very quickly. I feel like a lot of thought wasn't put into it. And I didn't like very many songs on here. I did like I'm Over Dreaming Over You. I liked Heaven on Earth, Enjoy Yourself. The other ones are just no, no, no. They're good if they're playing in the background, you know, and you're not really paying attention to them. They kind of, you know, they put you in that mood. But if you actually sit down and listen to them, they're not that enjoyable. They're actually pretty boring and repetitive. And I'm so sorry if you're a Kylie fan. Maybe you enjoyed this record. I'm not gonna judge you. Everyone likes different things. Everyone likes different songs or artists or albums. I know there's lots of albums and artists I like that others don't. And I just wasn't feeling this record, unfortunately. I don't want to do this, but it's a thumbs down for me. So that was Enjoy Yourself by Kylie Minogue. What are your thoughts on this record? What are your thoughts on her? I'm very excited I'm very excited to continue on with my Kylie Minogue journey. We are now going to be entering the 90s, so I'm actually very pumped up to experience what she's cooked up for the listeners back then when they were brand new and no one had heard them before. So I'm very excited for that. So leave a comment. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Twitter. You can recommend other artists for me to listen to. Hit me up. Thanks for watching, guys. I always appreciate it. And take care. Bye-bye.